I absolutely adore Zelda theories. I think theories in the Zelda series are just so much fun. Ugh. Just this constant well of different variations of the same series, a bunch of different characters, so many diverse outcomes for what happens, what a certain character's side quest ending means for the rest of the series, how they can connect to future installments, random theories that are just born out of complete bullshit, theories that are born out of one vague idea that keeps leading to another idea after another idea, very direct and open theories, very clearly, very implied theories. There's so many different avenues and outcomes that could be looked at in so many fun ways. And the fact is that it just keeps going. There's so many cool and different outcomes that can be looked at and explored. And obviously, like, if you've watched basically any of me talking about the Zelda series, I've probably somehow managed to slip in how much I love the Link from Ocarina of Time, the hero of time, is the hero of shade in Twilight Princess. How much I love that theory, for how somber it is, for how really, really sad it is for the hero of time to end that way. How I believe and have my own theories on how he died. I think it's so much fun to look at it all and really explore just how much changes for just thinking about one theory, because it's really not necessary. It's really not necessary to start thinking about all this stuff. And personally, I don't think I see as many series existing with the same amount of lore speculation and different headcanons and all these different things being explored as I really see them in the Zelda franchise and its fanbase. Granted, there is some personal bias when it comes down to that. That's not good. There's not a lot that I invest myself in as much as I do the Zelda franchise. I don't think as many forms of media engrosses me to the same level as the Zelda series. But man, even with that personal bit of, I guess, just informational intake that I have with the Zelda series, I still think that even if I were to expose myself to more and more franchises, I don't think there's gonna be much of a contest in terms of theories based from fans and what their interpretations of certain lore bits and certain droplets of information or a quest line that's vaguely hinted about or any of that. I think the Legend of Zelda series has such... I think the Zelda series has such fun with theories. Theories in the Zelda series are just so much fun. And there's really such minimal comparison that comes to mind. I feel like I really am struggling to come up with anything else that I think has as many, or just as much constant theories about it. Like, I remember, long time ago, I thought I was nuts for randomly coming up with theories when it comes to other games. Because whenever I would come up with theories and just share them with some of my friends about other franchises, they just kind of look confused, and I'd feel real awkward afterwards. Where, yeah, I just don't get that feeling from the Zelda series. I feel like every time I talk about the series with other fans of the series, they always just kind of get it. That even if something is somewhat outlandish, like, this isn't directly my own, but if I were to share the idea that one of the old men in A Link Between Worlds is actually a former hero of Hyrule, a previous Link, a previous champion for Hyrule, I'd probably get weird looks if it wasn't the Zelda series. Because that doesn't make... well, that's not normal for a lot of franchises or fan bases, it seems. Maybe it's just grown over time and maybe things are just different. But I know for a fact that a theory like that is only really super popular in something like the Zelda series, because the Zelda series is just so synonymous with having random bullshit spouted, but so long as you just embrace it, there's some level of just, I'll hear you out, and I love that. And I think the Zelda series is so much fun for it. Like, the Zelda franchise getting as much love from its own community in the department of just what makes an interesting theory, I don't think is matched by other franchises. Again, that might just be my own interest bias, where I'm so much more engrossed in the Zelda series compared to other series, where obviously I'm gonna see more theories relating to the Zelda series. Meanwhile, I'm not really gonna see many series like COD get anything like that. And I personally don't even expect that either. Like, obviously, I don't think the multiplayer shooter that's primarily played for the multiplayer is gonna have anywhere near as many game theories as, you know, the single player exploration game, action adventure exploration game. Like, obviously I don't expect a series like that to get as much, but then I feel like there's other games that just have the same potential but don't seem to get the same treatment. And I think that's part of the reason why I love so much when it comes to the Zelda series and its fan base. Like, sure, there's annoying Zelda fans. There absolutely are. But damn. I feel like when it comes down to the general fan base's opinions on fan theories, the Zelda series is unmatched for its ability to just accept possibilities. And I think that makes it so much fun to just talk about the series with other fans and other people in general, that it makes me want to interact with the series even more. It's so much fun. Like, I really can't think of another series that does it as much, and definitely not as well, as the Zelda series. And I'm very, very happy about that. There's just so much fun to be had with the game, and so much fun to be had with the game when you're not even playing it. And I think that's what really gives Zelda, like, its staying power. Like, I feel like there's so much more to do and talk about, even after the hundreds of hours that I've already spent with every Zelda game. I've probably played Majora's Mask a solid 50 times ever since I first played way back in, I think, 2007 as my very first Zelda game. I think I've played it that many times, and I still think about it and come up with new things about the series to this day. And I don't think there is really any other series that could do that. Like, sure, I love Insomniac Spider-Man, but I'm not out here, even after 350 hours of playing Marvel Spider-Man 2, I'm not really out here creating theories like I would and have done for the Zelda series. Especially even for the games that I haven't played anywhere near as much. And yet, despite that, it's so consistent. It's so constant. The Zelda series just lets you enjoy the game even when you're not playing it, because fans just love talking about it, and I think that's so different than so many other franchises and other series that are out there. So much fun. Genuinely, one of my favorite, if not actually my absolute favorite aspects, oh, that's wrong, favorite aspects of the series has to be just how much I can just keep talking about it. And it feels like either someone else has a brand new idea that I've never heard before that's still even somewhat entertaining or makes just a light amount of sense that I'm willing to accept and throw away any kind of potential plot hole, because, hey, you know what? Maybe this is accurate. Maybe this theory is correct. Because, man, the Zelda series is known for this wacky stuff. Like, hell, we still don't know where Tears of the Kingdom falls on the Zelda timeline, and it's been a year since it's released. Like, that's nuts. So obviously, this is a franchise that's willing to be open to wacky ideas, and that's fine. I'm cool with it. You know what? I'm enough of a fan of wacky stuff in the first place to be willing to accept something that sounds like a complete plot hole and just accept it as might be real. It might be accurate. And I love it. I love it so much. I feel like this rant has such little cohesiveness. But you know what? Sometimes that's what Zelda theories are all about. So you know what? I'm still on topic even if I'm not making sense. I love the Zelda series, and I think of so many of the different fan bases that I've been a part of, it's been one of the most consistently fun, even despite some of the problems in its fan base, and I love it. I love it so much. I love it here. Genuinely, one of the funnest communities I could probably be a part of. And there's still so much to talk about. Like, this is just me talking about the concept of Zelda theories. That's not even me actually touching on any of the actual theories that have been constantly talked about with the fanbase and with every one of us. Like, obviously, like I've already said again, my favorite and my most personally believed, even if it's only implied, is the idea that the Hero of Shade and the Hero of Time are the same guy. I love that idea. I think it's so somber. I think it fits with Link's character, especially when it comes to him being the Hero of Time. Ironically enough, the Hero of Time being the one with a time limit that prevents him from saving everybody. It's so beautifully dramatic in terms of its irony that I can't help. I can't help it. I love it because I have to. Because in both of the Hero of Time's games, he is somehow the only Link restricted by time. Despite being the Hero of Time, you can't help everyone out in Majora's Mask. You can try, but at the end of the day, all of your efforts will somewhat get erased. You have a limit. You have a hard stuck cap on how much time you're allowed to put into saving everybody. And you can try as you may, but you can't really ignore the ending of Ocarina of Time, where you end up not actually saving the world, but rather splitting it up into two different versions of kind of messed up. It's so needlessly ironic that it makes it so perfect for me. The hero of time doesn't have enough time to save everyone. He both wasn't on time to save everyone, and he doesn't have enough time to save everyone in Majora's Mask. It's beautiful. I absolutely adore it. And I think because of the theory of him being the hero of Shade, it makes it even better to me. It's so much fun to have theories in the Zelda series, because you just keep coming up with ideas that work, or silly little random facts connecting to a theory that really shouldn't hold any ground, but then ends up holding a lot of ground anyway. Like, goddamn. So many different possibilities and so many different ways to enjoy a franchise. Man, I don't think I would ever see some of this stuff in many other games, and I think that's beautiful. It's something that I take so much pride in when it comes to being a part of a franchise, I suppose. It's a weird way to put it, but that's how I'm gonna put it. I love being here. I think it's so much fun to be a Zelda fan sometimes. The biggest flaw is how much time we have to take in between main titles. The primary letdown of being a Zelda fan. Having to wait for more Zelda instead of having Zelda. But soon we'll get our fix. Soon. I know it's only been a year.
I see.
That's still one whole year.
What?
We need that. I want that. But until we get our fix again, I'm so happy that we still have more theories to share with each other. Like how, who knows, if you stretch something enough, somehow, someone will find a way to connect Age of Calamity to the main timeline. Someone will do it. Someone will do it out of the pure passion to say that, and then everybody lived. Someone will have the passion for it. Now personally, that person isn't me. Because I just don't know where to put it on the timeline, and I'm not smart enough to figure it out. But maybe someone else is. And I'll wait for that day to happen. One day. One day I'm gonna see it in my YouTube feed. Zelda Theory solves where to put Age of Calamity on the Zelda timeline. I'll see it. And I'll wait for it. I can't wait. Which is ironic, because that means now I'm waiting for 2 pieces of Zelda content. And somehow, we'll still probably get that answer before we get a mainline Zelda game even thought about.
I am sorry to have caused trouble for you, Urbosa.
The real trouble would have been losing you. Our little bird. She's on her way here. She's been searching for you. Our Zelda's wings have gotten so strong. She's perhaps even stronger than her mother.
I thank you.
You see, your efforts have not been in vain, my little bird.